back for another exciting upload in relation to Jeremy's Detective Comics number 33. So last upload, what we did was we put the wrap in the book binding / copy, whatever you want to call it, press. And the reason why we did that was to flatten out the wrap. So it's right here, and it is nice and wet still. It's been in the press overnight, so I'm happy. And we're gonna get going, and we're going to do a little leaf casting. And if I haven't said it already, which I believe I did not, thank you for stopping by. And if you would like, hit that sub button. It really makes Jerry the Jitterbug happy for seeing my sub count increase, because I dedicate a lot of my life to the channel. And it's not that I'm complaining in any way, shape, or form, because I do enjoy exactly what I do. I do enjoy working on comics for people. I do enjoy working on my own comics. So I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer or a complainer, no. But I do like when I get subs, because it's just a sign that people are watching and they appreciate my channel. So what I want to do now is I'm going to stir up the pulp that's up to the right. So hang loose a second. Let's do a quick stir. I think that's enough. And then we are going to fill my squeeze bottle with pulp. Bloop, 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 bloop. And if we spill a little, who cares? Because we're crazy loco. So we just filled up the squeeze bottle. Let's get rid of this. And what I'm going to do is we're going to put the wrap on my leaf casting table, and we're going to leaf cast it. That's the objective. That's the goal of us doing this, right? To leaf cast it. And I don't know if I'm going to play music. I think I may just do the leaf casting, and that is it. Just the leaf casting. Give a little spray of water. And the reason why I'm not going to play music is because last time when I did leaf casting, I wanted to change things up a little bit. And the reason why I wanted to change things up is because the vacuum was very loud for some reason. And Roger Metarog, shout out to Roger. If you don't know his channel, go check it out. Here is his channel. He's a great guy, Roger, one of the best in the community, in my opinion. And he said that he missed the sound of the vacuum. So I'm going to dedicate this to Roger Metarog's channel. And we're just going to have maybe some sound of vacuum. Now, you may be saying, hey, Jerry the Jitterbug, what's your problem? You said that you don't like to wet the wrap when it's on the leaf casting table. Well, I did say that. But what I said was I don't like to wet a dry wrap. And by wetting a dry wrap, that's when you get all crazy things that happen. Shifting and buckling. We don't want that, okay? With this, the wrap was wet and it was pressed. And when you saw, I gave that little spray of water. And let's do it again, just to illustrate. Nothing happened. We didn't have any buckling. We didn't have any manipulation, movement in the wrap. Nothing. Look, it stayed flat. The reason why it stayed flat is because of the pressing in Big Bertha. Okay, guys? So this is a perfectly flat wrap where we can do the business of leaf casting. So what we're going to do now, and I do have my films right here, we're going to put them down just like this. And the reason why we put them down, and for me it's very important to make nice clean lines. And I feel that leaf casting is precision work, where the straighter the line is with the leaf casting, the more it blends in conjunction with the color match. So we're going to do the spine, and then we're going to do the bottom, because we know we have to adjust the bottom down a little bit, right? And then what we're going to do is we are going to do just a little dusting. And let's do a shout out to Peter Alice, where his channel, he likes to call it, I think he calls it furnish dusting. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're going to do a little bit to blend it in a little bit better. Okay, so cover your ears, because we're going to have a little vacuum sound now. Here we go. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's all we need for now. So what I want to do is I want to gently remove my film pieces, and then we're going to do the bottom. Actually, let's gently take it up and lift it like that. See that? Very nice. And then let's do the bottom now. And I have some tarps covering the vacuum to make it a little less loud. See how nice I lifted that? And you want to lift it like that, where you can try to lift it up and then pull it out. So sort of like when you do tape work, or not tape work. Yes, when you do tape work and painting, there's a way to lift the tape off without pulling the tape, without pulling the paint off. I'm sorry. I had a very hard day at work. I worked about 9 hours today. Not that it's long, in courts arguing with people, and it was hot because there's a heat wave going on in New York. And I also picked up a cold when I went to Disney, so I'm not feeling too well, to be honest with you. So we're going to put this bottom on. We're going to do the bottom, and we're going to expand the bottom so the wrap can fit, or not fit, it conforms with the other wraps that we're dealing with. We want to make it consistent, and I explained why we're doing this. So I'm going to put the craft foam around, and let's get the vacuum going. You ready? Okay, guys, let me know. Do you like the music background? Or do you like no music, Metarog style? Okay, guys, so listen, this is an evolving process. I change my leaf casting, I have to say, pretty much close to every time I do it. I'm always evolving and changing the methods. And right now, I did a lot of aesthetic issues. I just did a dusting, okay? Usually I would do the whole perimeter, but I didn't want to do it. But I just wanted to blend the color a little bit better doing it this way. Now what we want to do is I want to size it. And I've done this before. I'm rolling the Hollytex on the side off camera. And I want to now essentially take methyl cellulose water solution, and we are going to size the wrap. We're going to brush the methyl cellulose water solution on with the suction, and this is going to bind everything together. And then we are going to put it into the press overnight, changing the paper towels. And then we have one more interior wrap to do. But I'm going to be honest, and don't get upset, Jeremy, if you hear this. There's a few wraps I don't like the way they resulted. And I may tinker with a few more wraps and revise the issues that I don't like. So give me a second. I'm going to stop the camera. I just have to get a little water and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. And if you can tell in my voice, I sound a little sick. But hopefully I get better soon, because I am going on a big trip to Europe soon. We're going to go to Italy, and I'll bring you along with me. Maybe I can try to find some comic shops in Italy. So let's try to resize this right now. So the vacuum is going on. Excuse me. Where's my pants? Okay, ladies and gents. So as you just saw, we applied the methyl cellulose water solution. I like to let the vacuum run with the leaf casted wrap in it for a couple of minutes, 5, 6, 10, 20, an hour. You know I'm kidding. About 5 minutes or so. I don't time it. But that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to let it run. And then we're going to cut this upload because it's probably a little long right now. And then what I'll do is we'll segue into the next upload and I'll show you how I'm going to blot it using the spoon and the tools. This is something that I've showed you a zillion times in the past. But again, thank you for watching. So we're going to stop it. I appreciate you stopping by. Subscribe, please. And stay tuned.